If you've ever said to your kid you've been sitting on the couch all day, or we didn't have screens growing up, we were outside running, or you need to be more active, you're not alone. Most parents who are concerned with their child's weight naturally focus on exercising more. And exercise is healthy and movement is important. And when a child is struggling with their weight, activity usually feels like the obvious solution. But here's what most parents quickly realize: the harder they push the exercise, the more the child resists it. And that can be really frustrating because, from the parent's perspective, they're trying to help. So, why does that backfire so often? The answer has very little to do with exercise itself and a lot to do with how your child experiences it. One of the biggest mistakes families make is turning exercise into a weight loss assignment. Kids quickly pick up on that message and they start hearing, you need to exercise because something is wrong with you. And even if that's not the parent's intentions, that's what they feel. When movement becomes linked to fixing a problem, it often becomes really emotionally loaded. And once something becomes emotionally loaded, resistance tends to follow. Think about it this way. Most adults don't enjoy doing things that feel like a punishment. Kids don't either. If every conversation about movement is connected to weight or calories or appearance, exercise starts to feel like a chore, not a privilege, not something fun, not something that helps them feel better, just another reminder that they need to change. And that's not a great foundation for lifelong changes and habits. Another reason forcing exercise backfires is because it removes the ownership. We've talked about this in previous videos. Kids are more likely to engage in healthy behaviors when they feel like they have a choice. And many kids experience exercise as something being assigned to them. Parents choose the activity, they choose the schedule, they choose the goal, they track the outcome. The child essentially becomes the passenger. And people rarely stay motivated when they don't feel ownership in that decision. So instead of asking, how can I get my kid to exercise? A better question might be, what kind of movements does your child actually enjoy? Because movement doesn't mean going to the gym. It doesn't have to mean running laps or a structured workout. For kids, it can be basketball, swimming, dancing, biking with their friends, just playing outside. So the goal is not to find the perfect exercise to burn calories to get the weight off. The goal is helping the child find movement they don't hate, because enjoyment is what's going to create that consistency, and consistency creates the results. Another factor parents often overlook is confidence. Children who struggle with weight sometimes feel self-conscious about physical activity. They may worry about being slower than other kids, being judged, being picked last, looking awkward, failing, and these are real fears. And if a child already feels embarrassed, pushing harder creates more resistance. What they need first is confidence. Confidence is going to grow when the child experiences success, and that's why the small wins really matter. A 10-minute walk, a family bike ride, playing catch, dancing in the living room. These small victories help children build confidence associated with movement, and positive experiences create momentum. Another mistake parents make is making exercise separate from the family. Children notice when they're the only one being asked to change. Imagine being told you need to go exercise and everyone else is on the couch. That doesn't feel supportive, it feels really isolating. Healthy habits work best when the families participate together. These activities create connection while supporting health. And lastly, I want parents to remember this. The goal is not getting your child to burn more calories. The goal is helping them build a positive relationship with movement, because kids who enjoy moving their bodies are much more likely to continue doing it as adults. And that's where the lifelong health comes from, not with forcing workouts or pressure or guilt, but from kids discovering movement that feels good. If your child resists exercise, don't assume they're lazy or they don't care. Just get curious, ask questions, explore different activities. Focus on fun movement rather than fitness and burning calories. At Neurogi, we help kids build healthier habits through confidence, ownership, sustainable behavior changes, no pressure, no guilt, no extreme approaches. If your family could use that support, Neurogi offers a free trial so you can experience our approach before you fully commit. Head over to our website at neurogi.com to check it out. And I'd love to hear, what's one activity your kid actually genuinely enjoys doing.